Jeff, first practice of the actual game week after the Monday off. How'd the guys look today?
Yeah, we were energetic. You stands for 4 days out. Another full padded workout. Very physical. Probably too physical to a degree. But you can tell it's a big game. You can tell it's close.
Jeff, what was it that set Walker Beatty apart to be the week 1 starter at left tackle?
Well, he's earned it. I mean, he's never talent with Walker. He's always had that ability. It's just a matter of being detailed and just being way behind as far as his time on task, the hours of doing it. Just a lot to that. And what he did last year was miraculous. How he pulled that off for us. Him and Vinley and Frankie, those 3 guys were legendary last year for getting us through a really tough spot. So it's been a great battle between him and Buffalo and Daniel. And so yeah, Walker's done very well.
What are the areas specifically you can say he's developed or improved from last year, just kind of getting thrown in there to where he is now?
Just the details, and just knowing there's a lot going on up there. I know it looks like, the only time most people watch them when it's after a sack, so you're usually seeing like one person on one, where all those running plays, they're working a combo slip to a backer, and there's a million different ways teams do that, and different looks and different slants and movements, and it just takes a lot of combinations up there. And we've got a different unit on that side, so that's Bentley's moved in from tackle to guard there, so those two are having to work that combination with each other a lot.
For a while, we talked about Demetrius Allen at that spot. What made him a better fit at guard?
We just had some injuries up front. We had to move some guys around. So that was just a lineup change due to injuries. Meach is still recovering and getting better every day from his surgery from last year. But Meach has played tackle, Meach has played guard, so he can play all 4 spots. So he's kind of doing for us what Frankie's done for us in the past and what Ernesto's done for us in the past. Until Meach can go, 75 or 80 snaps, he's not quite ready to do that yet.
Jeff, was there a time last spring when you weren't sure you'd have Frank for this week?
Yeah, I would say the month of April and May, we were pretty discouraged. But I was standing beside Dr. D when he saw Frank walking around. I wouldn't even say walking around, hobbling around. And he said to me, Jeff, I think I can fix that. I really do. And I said to him, I'm like, it's not going to be me you got to convince. It's going to be Frank, probably second, Miss Tulitha first, and Daryl third, probably would be the order of that, I would imagine. And Dr. D did a good job of explaining the surgery and what it really was. And, it wasn't even a month. We saw tremendous progress. That got us into June. And I can remember just telling Frank, let's just see what you look like June the 1st. And if it's no better June the 1st, I'll wave the white flag with you. We'll make the greatest going away party in the history of going away parties together. And then he got better. Then July he got better. August better, and he's had his 2 best practices Sunday night and today.
You say you were discouraged, and I know he's a human being, and you think about that first, but were you going through backup plans? Were you, readjusting your whole plan for this season, thinking that he might not be around?
Well, you're only 1 snap away from that ever happening, no matter what. So you're always thinking about that. I'm on record as saying there is going to be a day there's going to be another quarterback back there. And I pray that the city of San Antonio cuts that quarterback some tremendous slack and remembers back to when, Frank started with me even. There's been a gradual progression of how great Frank has gotten. He just didn't appear. He's always had talent, but he's learned the quarterback position extremely well right now. That takes time. And Frank's got a lot of playing time right now. So when that day does come on down the road, I pray we all cut that guy some tremendous grace.
Jeff, what stands out about Darren Allman? How did he get in the mix to be a potential starter so quickly?
Another good kid. I mean, he's very intentional, knows the playbook. He's played a lot of ball. Doesn't talk a lot, just keeps his head down and works, and he makes plays. So we feel good about 5 of those backers. I think we'll see 5 of those guys out there Saturday.
Is that D2 to D1 transition different than coming from any other school? Are there certain jumps in competition that come with that he has to adjust to?
I mean, there's always some of that kind of stuff. If you can play, you can play. If he can play, he wouldn't be here.
Jeff, wide receiver group is another group. I think you had a bunch of guys listed. What have you seen out of those guys, and what do you expect out of that group Saturday?
You know, there's a lot of them. So, you know, it's always the magic of getting them out there and not messing up as far as just the formation. We do a lot of stuff offensively. We motion and shift quite a bit. We play with tempo. And as much as I like to say how simple it is, it's probably not. There's a lot of stuff going on up there. So it's just a matter of getting those guys comfortable in and out of the game. They've practiced very well. So there's obviously some guys out there that have been out there a lot. When you would hope those guys would lead that group, and there's some guys going to be out there that haven't been out there a lot that we expect to play well.
Along those lines, I think I counted 10 freshman players on the 2 deep, a couple in the wide receiver group. But yet, yesterday you talked about kind of the unknowns of the first week. Any idea what to expect from those freshmen when you throw them out there for the first time?
I expect them to play really well. They wouldn't be out there. I mean, a lot of those guys are really good players. They could have played in a lot of places, and they chose to play with us. And they've gone out there and beaten out some older guys. So they'll be on the field. And I don't expect anything but them to play well.
All right.
Thank y'all.